everybody, it's Melinda and I'm here to talk about the NOK Box again. Now, to be fair, I'm talking about NOK Box adjacent stuff for the most part today. I'm going to talk about stuff. In chapter 1, we talked about buying a NOK Box, what are the choices, why you should buy a NOK Box and not a knockoff, and that's chapter 1, it's real short. Go back to chapter 2 that talks about informing your next of kin. Tell them who they are, tell them how the box works for you, tell them where they can find everything, make everything easily available. That's chapter 2, it's also very short. Chapter 3 is my discussion with my friend Bart Adams, who is an attorney, and he talks about the very important topic of what to do in a will for your dependent children, your dependent animals, and your maybe dependent older family members, like if your mother lives with you, if you take care of a sick relative. He talks about what to do in those cases, how to provide for those 3 types of things in your will: dependent children, dependent pets, dependent older adults. In chapter 4, I talk with my friend Dr. Elizabeth, who's our local veterinarian, about what to do with your pet specifically. Both Bart and Elizabeth have lots of great stories to tell from their practice. They see it all, and you get to benefit by listening to what they've seen so that you can choose to do something better for your pets, better for your children, and better for any living thing that is dependent upon you. So that's chapters 1 through 4. Now, the next few chapters are going to be short, and they are going to be about inanimate objects. Now, you would think that that makes them less worrisome, but somehow or other it becomes more worrisome. So we're going to talk about stuff. Now, my preacher loves to do an acronym for his sermons, and so I've decided to follow suit and do an acronym for stuff. We're going to talk about the S in stuff stands for smiles, the T stands for trinkets, the U stands for ugly truth, the F stands for financials, and the other F stands for family history. So we're going to talk about those 5 topics in 5 little short videos. This is the first one. So let's talk about smiles. Now, I do want to, before we jump into this topic on stuff, I want to let you know that the reason I want to talk about this is the particular situation that I'm in. I'm in my 50s. I have 2 kids that are in their 30s, and my parents are late 70s, early 80s. And so I'm in this middle ground. I'm one of those Gen Xers that you see on social media all the time. And what we have found, the Gen Xers, is we're in this uncomfortable situation where our parents have lovingly kept things for us. They've handed down things through the ages to us. And if they are still alive, they're holding those things, and they're going to gift us with those when they die. We're going to inherit that. And our children, what we're learning, our millennial children don't want it. They don't want any of it. And so there's all these problems that people my age are encountering as they go through this process with stuff. So I'm going to address 5 different things talking about stuff, and I hope that it helps you. We are moving from a larger house to a smaller house, and that has really put the screws to us to think about the stuff in our lives. We can't take all of our stuff out to our smaller house. We're going to have to get rid of a lot of it, and it has really brought to the forefront the problem that lots and lots of people our age are having with things. So let's talk about what I'm saying. The S in stuff is for smiles. Now, I say that because I have a smile jar. Anytime we do something fun throughout the year, or something that I want to remember, I have a box or a jar, and I toss it in there. And on New Year's Day every year, we pull out the smile jar, and we go through it. Oh, remember when we went to that Ole Miss game and that was so much fun? Remember when we went ice skating and it was so cool? Oh, here's the ticket where we went to the play, and here's the playbill from that. Or I even do some things that aren't necessarily happy, like if somebody dies, I might keep their funeral program or a newspaper clipping. So that's been my thing for a long time, to keep those smiles. My problem is that I don't throw them away after I look at them on New Year's Day. I got so sentimental about those smiles, like if I threw them away, the memories would go away, that I started keeping them. Well, in the process of downsizing and moving, I came across boxes and boxes of these memories that I didn't realize I had kept for about 15 years now. And so there's little bags. Now I'm real organized, so they were organized smiles. You may be even in worse shape where you can't throw anything away, can't throw a newspaper away, can't throw any kind of memorabilia away because you're afraid to lose the memory. And either way, my organized way did not help me at all. It's still boxes and boxes of stuff that I will not move to my smaller house. There's no room. So what I'm gonna do going forward, what I've decided and what I'm gonna recommend to do if you want to, is that you go on and keep those things for the year. Do like I've done, get a box, get a jar, get a something to keep it in for the whole year, and then make a big deal about it on New Year's Day. Take all that stuff out and go, wow, 2024 was such an awesome year. Let's look back and see how great it was, but then throw it in the trash. Let it go. And that's really all I'm going to say about that. Let your memories go, because they're not gone just because you threw that playbill away or that ticket away. Nobody wants to deal with that later. So my suggestion for today, as you get ready, get set, live, is to create a place for your memories that are happening in right now. And then once a year, birthday maybe, anniversary, whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat, look through it, love on it, and throw it in the trash. Burn it, get rid of it, and don't pile up a bunch of stuff for you or your loved ones to look at. Okay, that's it. That's the S in stuff. Come back and see me soon for the T.